Carlton, what's up?
Good evening. Thank you for being with me this evening. Did you know that in 9 months, according to a CBS News report, Burmese pythons ate 77% of a rabbit population that was put in a specified test area? And as you can see, we have this lovely Burmese python chewing down on an alligator, and both of them lost that battle. In my last speech that I gave an informative speech on the different types of reptiles that are invading Florida. In this speech, I will go over some problems that we face and some solutions that some steps we can take towards these solutions to stop this issue that we have. One of the main problems that we have, and one of the main reptiles that is causing a problem, is the Burmese python. They are causing ecosystems to break down in the Everglades left and right on a daily basis. We have a picture of the snake. Let's see here. This is a Burmese python. They, as you can see, they are very good-looking snakes, which is something that pet owners really look at. They're normally from Southeast Asia. They're one of the 5 largest snakes in the world. They reach between 12 and 19 feet at full growth, at adulthood, which is about 4 years into the snake's life. So after 4 years, you're going to have at least a 12 or 19-foot snake, which is something people don't think about. They breed yearly, March and April during the springtime. They lay between 12 and 36 eggs in each clutch, and the mother stays around until the clutch hatches and then leaves after that.
And there's 2 clutches in each snake, right?
Only one snake does, or a snake only does 1 clutch. So, but 1 clutch can have, like I said, between 12 and 36 eggs.
I thought there was a left clutch and a right clutch.
Nope. That may be a different snake, but not the Burmese python. So their diets normally, depending on their sizes, a smaller snake that's under 2 or 3 years old is going to have a diet of small birds, small mammals, but when they get into their full adult size, again, it could be at max 19 feet, they start eating things like cows, small people. They could probably get a hold of a larger person. They eat larger birds, things that we are trying to protect in our lovely state of Florida. They prefer a warm climate like Southeast Asia. They love water marshes. They love living in actual water and the trees surrounding the water. As far as the snake goes as a pet, they have great temperaments, phenomenal temperaments as far as snakes go. You could probably put one in your pocket, which I've done, and carry it around all day, and it wouldn't try to attack you or anything. It would just hang out with you. They come in so many different array of colors and exotic patterns that people really look for this type of snake. They, unfortunately, as a pet, have a massive diet, which can cost a lot of money. They have rapid growth. Like I said, within 4 years, you have an adult snake that's going to be at least 12 to 19 feet long. Now, another problem that we encompass when it comes to this snake is they do need a special built enclosure. Now, we also have a picture of the enclosures. These enclosures can range at the cheapest, probably, I would say, about $1,000. Into the max, you're looking, depending on what exactly you want for your snake, how much stuff you want in there, what kind of heat lamps you want, if you want it to have its own feeding area, it all depends. So you could start off with something small. This particular one was about $2,000, and it's a pretty standard box. Now that's something else that people don't look into when it comes to owning one of these exotic pets. Now, pet owners are the main cause for the mass population. 2,000 snakes have been removed from the Everglades and their surrounding areas since 2002, according to National Park Service's records. That's a lot of snakes. They were officially established in Florida in 2000, so in 2 years, 2,000 snakes. And that doesn't include the additional years that it's taken for them to populate. Again, one of the main issues that we have with these snakes, and something that we need to work on, is when we own these snakes, we need to be very aware of releasing these snakes into the water. The National Park Services are very worried about the ecosystem. They're eating the plants that are protected. They're eating the animals that are protected. We'll never really truly be able to control the population because of main things like people releasing them and them breeding so quickly and every year. But there are a few things that we can do to help prevent this mass population and to do what we can to stop this happening. Lots of research is the main thing and the one thing that I'm going to talk about. When you want to look at an exotic pet, you need to do research. You need to look into what it needs, what kind of enclosures you're looking at, how much it should eat, how long it's going to be. Prepare for having a big animal because they don't stay small, they get to be massive. You also need to look into your state restrictions. Florida doesn't have many restrictions, but there are some. There is a maximum fine of 7 years in prison or $500,000 if you're caught releasing a Burmese python into any portion of Florida due to its population and the havoc it's causing. The Burmese, they make great pets. They have great temperaments, as I said. They come in an array of exotic colors and patterns. They're just plain cool pets. I mean, everybody wants a snake. Well, I know I wanted one, but still, you know, some kids do. But when they do, they look at those cool pets. Unlearned pet owners are the main problem, as I said earlier, with the population of these pets, these Burmese pythons in our ecosystem, due to them not doing the research, not having proper enclosures, and releasing them into the wild. Hopefully, after I've shared all this information with you, you guys will be able to go out and spread your knowledge about these pets. When you run across someone who has one, you'll be able to tell them, you know, hey, maybe you should check this enclosure. Or you'll know if you run into a friend who needs some help because their snake's getting too big, well, maybe you should contact a pet rescue or a zoo. They'd probably be more than willing to take it off your hands. So that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for being with me this evening.
Don't they also have open season, like once a year now?
They do
in
now.
the Everglades because they're taking over?
They are.
So if you want to howl,
They do. But you need, that's one of the restrictions, is you have to look, that's why I said when you have the pet, you need to look into certain restrictions. They do a hunting once a year, just like they do the gators when the gators are getting to be populated. They stopped doing that. They're still doing the Burmese hunt, but you have to be specially licensed, have special training, go to special, because these are not little small
Last
snakes.
time I heard they had like 1,000 people there and only 50 snakes were caught.
Yep, that sounds about right. Because they're nocturnal creatures, so they don't come out. They hide in the marsh and everything. They stay where it's wet, where they can hide and nothing will see them. And if you look at them, they blend right in.
And how many people got ate while they were down there?